Everybody's coming back. Can everybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Suddenly nobody was saying anything.
While you're doing this, let me show you my trick of the day. Boing. I've been playing with oh crap. I better get out and select it. Let's see if that selects it. No. Well, let me select it first. Boing. There we go. Now this, and now that, and now that, and there we go. This is a feature I ran across, and you might be able to tell me where it came from. As you know, I take a picture of all the vehicles that goes by.
Yeah.
And I was noticing now, I get this appears at the top. See this?
That's
Copy,
cool.
copy text from image. Cool.
Yeah, and you see I got my date time stamp there. And when I go put these guys in my database, which I just started today, it makes it very easy. Much easier.
That's
I don't know who's doing that, but it's really nice. So now you want to take a picture of text, you just go in there and say copy text, and it puts it in the buffer, and you can cut and paste out of it easy. Really nice. That appeared in photos art. It just, if you put a picture up with text in, it'll say up at the top, it'll pop up copy text, and you hit that and it copies the text off the screen, does an OCR and puts a text in the paste buffer. So you can, I get the date time stamp off of it for all the cars that go by, and then the name of the truck, if the truck's on there, if the name's there. It's pretty neat.
That is interesting. So where is that company from?
That's just that's Google Photos.
No, the truck.
Oh,
Wasn't that the question? Where are they?
where did they go?
Who are they?
It's out of Cincinnati. Yeah, they are delivering water
and office coffee.
Yeah, and office coffee. Yep, to somewhere.
Everybody needs office coffee.
And now they have a nice picture, which looks amazingly similar to that on their website, saying, "What were you doing on a no truck road?" Yeah, that's the way I've been working on them. A lot less dangerous to send them and put a picture on the website. I've got like 3,000 views out of yellow freight picture.
You're on the part of the road you're not supposed to be on.
Yeah. I got Holland yesterday and Ward. So we're working on them.
Well,
and that's a 960p camera that picture came from, which is really great. It's got a lens in it though. It's got like a little standard CC closed circuit TV lens in it that zooms in. So I can get that. My 960 has much better resolution than my 5 meg. Because I
can, the lens, huh?
I zoom in. I have those kit of lenses if anybody wants to tinker with the cameras. They're standard sizes, so they should fit most cameras.
Okay, I finally found an answer to the distance for this thing. It looks like 10 meters.
No, 10 centimeters. Now the area. Okay.
Yeah, from 10 centimeters to 10
But
meters.
you know what? 10 centimeters is plus minus is mean a radius around of 10 centimeters.
Yeah.
So the robot can be anywhere between these 2 points.
Yeah.
You will hit a lot of stuff with
Yeah.
this resolution.
Well, if you still put if you still have an ultrasonic or a range,
Well,
another
you
rangefinder
can get close to another sign and make the fine adjustment of your position.
yeah, still not bad. I mean, that's not horrible.
Horrible is the price.
The horrible is the price. Yeah. Can you believe I spent $35 a piece
Yeah,
on these?
yes, I can.
I'm insane.
I can.
I'm probably going to end up taking these and instead of using them with M5 stack stuff because that it's a little bit more expensive. I'm probably just going to use them with generic ESP32s that are cheap and stick them on there. Look, it's Ray.
Ray is not driving. What happened?
What's that?
Oh, and
Nah.
Frank's here.
I'm going to visit Frank.
So, what's going on, Mr. Frank?
Well, not a lot. I can say that
I don't see you.
my sons are all Google now.
Okay.
Oh, I'll
The
go.
last one who was at Intel moved over on Monday.
I'll Google all the time.
All Google all the time. One of them actually is YouTube.
Skynet.
Really?
I also figured out something else, something I talked about before. We were talking about putting an Arduino on a server. You can put Arduino on a server. You can't use the install package. You have to use the zip package, but you also, you can hook them up to any of the USB ports and you can program them. Now, what you do need, and I don't have yet, is to put a camera in the room so that, as they program it, they can see what the results are.
They can figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not as good as playing with the wires, but I guess I have to let that go.
Well, but you figured out something.
Yeah. So what's that in the background, Ray? Looks like a
In the
cloud or
background.
sun. It's a cloud.
Yeah, we're all trying to join you at the bridge.
Oh, okay.
Not
I don't
me.
have a green screen, so it sucks.
Not me. I'm in Rivendell. So there.
Well, you need a wall directly behind you. I guess that's the problem.
No, but
The green screen is $16 worth of felt from Joanne Fabrics.
I am not using green screen. It's just
Actually,
Yeah.
yours looks pretty good.
I have all my stuff in the background. Maybe the difference in lighting, what
Yeah.
it used to separate.
Now, what happens sometimes is if you don't have the green screen, if you move really fast, it'll break. But yours looks pretty good.
I've never gotten ours to work. I guess I have too much clutter.
Yeah, I have too much clutter in my background.
Yeah. Mine, I've got two different colored greens, so it breaks up a little bit, especially if there's something sitting in its way.
Yeah, it takes a while.
I found with mine, I need to like actually have a light in front of
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I got a light to the left, a light to the right, and then a light in front of me.
And I have a window.
Oh, his head disappeared.
Yeah.
Gone.
Happens all the time.
Oh,
Oh,
so here we go.
Well, you guys were there with the Golden Gate in the background. Several years ago, my brother took my wife and I under the Golden Gate Bridge on his sailboat. And it was a particularly windy day, and the boat was heeled over at about 45 degrees. And so we're standing on the sides of the boat, and my wife has got her hands glued to the fiberglass as if they were on there with super glue. She's not ever been used to being in a boat that heeled over that far. Neat experience though.
I got disconnected. Oh no. This is my sort of working control for that robot with that motion controller. And it just zonked out on me because I don't know. It was working just fine, of course.
that's what happens when you start to do a demo.
Yeah.
That would be the time.
Yeah, it never fails. It always happens. This was created with a library called ESP UI, and it just creates buttons and status updates and whatever, makes it easy. But this was real simple because I just needed something to make sure that it worked. So you got forward, and you see the status change, and then it said motor 1 and motor 2 is at 100. And then backward, and then right and left. So it's a pretty simple program. So if we go,
Nice and clean.
So you got Wi-Fi on the robot?
yep. Yeah, you didn't see this. This is a M5 stack Atom Motion.
You are using over-the-air updates.
No, not yet. I'm going to add over the air to it though. I'm also going to change the Atom from the light version to the Matrix version because the Matrix has an IMU in it, and I want to be able to track it a little bit better. And I'm going to add that thing to it. So this was just a make sure it goes in the right direction kind of deal. And of course you recognize the interface. The interface is the same that I was using with the hub motor wheel robot. Only I stripped out all the stuff. And anyway, it's got 4 servo spots on it and 2 motor drivers on it, Frank. It's self-contained battery, charges the battery from when you plug the USB-C in. It's got a serial port, an I2C port, and a couple of GPIO ports on it. So it's a pretty much an all-in-one motion controller, small motion controller kind of deal, and it's sitting up on my paint can.
Floating.
So what Wi-Fi library are you using with it, or is it something that's custom?
Well, it's just an ESP32, so I'm using the ESP32 Wi-Fi, the one that comes with the board, with the core. The only thing, the custom thing that I'm using is the ESP UI. And Art asked for a link to the UI, and I just posted it in the chat window for anybody that wants it. I got to get these ultra widebands working a little bit better. Got to get 3 of them set up so that I could actually figure out where exactly it's at in the room. And it's a process.
Are
It
you gonna
wasn't
put,
something I could do.
you're gonna put in a camera so that you can, because this is actually remote, so that you can look at the screen and also see the robot. I know if it's in the same room, you can see it, but
Well, I could do that. I mean, I did that with the larger
So-
robot,
Mhm.
but I'm probably going to get rid of the remote part of it in the first place and just use it semi-autonomous, because I may keep the remote in there just to something. But I was thinking about adding the one of the AI cameras to it, so I could have it, do a Ruko markers or something. So it would have several different sensors. But the matrix, the I don't have a matrix sitting here. The M5 Atom matrix has an IMU in it, so I was going to try to use the IMU to keep it going straight. And I was going to try that. I don't know if that's going to work, but I was going to try that. But that's my toy. And I was
Ray, what are you doing, Ray?
Trey doing something.
Playing with the frames or something.
He's putting a first prize up there.
Ooh, right now.
Cool.
Sorry, I don't get to play with this stuff that often.
Oh, it's the Zoom hat and the angel. I don't know about that, Ray.
Definitely not going on.
Better pull out the horns, Fran.
There we go. There's Jim's. All right.
Well, if you work one of these real carefully, you can get it over your head and around your neck. It's not virtual.
To walk straight.
I did that, and then it started to constrict, and I almost.
And then someone call 911.
Oh, he's a bandit. Real 3D.
Yeah.
Oh, Art's got a stop sign up. Can I'm guessing Art can hear us. We're still having a problem hearing him though.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm not really trying to participate in all this stuff.
There's too
I'm
much
playing
fun
with my
in
own
there
little
already,
stuff,
yeah.
my own little world. I didn't mean to be so distracting. So
Too late.
anyway,
Back to the Future.
it's 3D glasses.
I think the one of the characters in Back to the Future was wearing a set like that right before they ran into the pile of manure.
When they went to 2015, right? Everybody was wearing 3D glasses.
Uh,
It's been so long ago. I don't remember particularly.
several minutes ago, I was doing the virtual background studio effects, where I had the thick eyebrows, and you guys, I'm not sure you really even noticed
or cared.
or cared. It's like, okay, here's the thick eyebrows,
Yeah, I see them now.
okay, and the beard and the mustache. I was like, okay, I wonder if they can see this.
Yeah, your eyebrows are changing colors.
Yes.
Thanks for looking for trouble.
Frank de la Vega.
Anyway,
He's the
I'm sorry. I don't really have anything else to contribute today. Guys,
he's having fun.
I'm definitely, I'm like so antsy looking forward to these new laser machines coming in. And I've got all this other stuff that's been going on. I got a training class coming on Saturday morning, and I'm just so slammed with work. I can't even find time to put new inner tubes in my bicycles. So I definitely need some time to relax, to just to laugh with some friends. And my wife, even, she knows that I needed some time to de-stress and to talk chill with you guys. So she was just
Do some
reminding me.
skydiving. Skydiving is relaxing.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's relaxing,
But
right?
at least you forget everything.
Hey, forget everything, because you're only worried about surviving.
You're only worried about one thing. That ground is coming.
So, but my wife made sure that she's like, Ray, make sure you go to your meeting today. Make sure you're at your meeting today. So
Well,
I guess all that's just to say thanks. I really I like getting back together with you guys. Sometimes it might be a little bit dangerous driving down the road and trying to talk to you. But they say don't text and drive. I think that's just way over the limit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't video call and drive.
No. But that's why I've got this little bracket that goes up next to my rearview mirror, and I just put the phone on there, and I try not to get too distracted.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Jim?
Me?
Yeah.
Let me show you my trick for the day, and then some of them have already seen it. I found a trick that you can do with this is just photos, Google Photos. And see, I ran into this thing up here, copy text from an image. Boom, look what you got.
Okay. Yeah.
So I can easily pull the date time stamp off
Yeah.
and phone number or whatever, and the name of the company. I'm doing a database for the vehicles coming by. But that's something I ran into. You could take a photograph of text now, and hey, you could get it to a text format easily.
Nice.
That's neat.
That's one of the regular Google applications.
Yep.
I never saw it.
Now, all the pictures I take on my camera go to photos. That's where they are. And then I have my other cameras. I just take pictures, they go in a file, I drag them and drop them into the photos window. They're easy to take up there.
Do you, Jim, do you still have your, I know you have a lot of cameras. What are you using to put them on the internet?
I use a lot of them come with the software already here, like Reolink. It's just got an app. ShreeCam has an app, and you don't need to put a hole in your router anymore. It's automatic. You just sign into your app and say, find that camera, and boom, it's done.
Can you,
Reolink, I've got some 5 megapixels is my latest. I got some 5 megapixel PoEs, and I got a 3 megapixel Wi-Fi. The latest thing is .265 compression, which are really great. And the PoE takes all the stress off the network. Okay, you get a couple of PoE cameras, and that takes all the stress off the Wi-Fi.
can you share those links? I mean, suppose you shared those with a group of people. Would they be able to connect?
You can share them, and I'm not sure how to share. I've never shared this group. The old ones, you just had you set up an account with username and password, and you gave them the address. Yeah, I'll try to look at that on my at the easiest on the Rio links. I've been liking the Rio links.
I'm
It's
trying to think of a way to have like a constant camera, not necessarily a Zoom camera, but like an IP camera that's available that, you know, anybody that I'm trying to show something, like in the case of with this Arduino, I can just have that camera always on.
okay.
Most of the camera software I've seen has a way to share it if you want to do that.
Yeah, supposedly you can share this. Usually it's a username, password, and they give you an address or something, or they'll give you a something you can scan.
So I just need to get the camera.
Yeah, they sell the Realtek E1 is it's pretty cool. I think you'd have to use their software, but it's free. Excellent software. I can when I see something I like, I just go to Realtek and say, okay, find this date range and scan to the picture, and if I find one I like, I just say download, and you can crop it on the spot. You can see when you see the item come onto the screen, you can just use a slider to set the start point, and then let it continue, and use the right-hand slider to set the end point, and say upload, and you're done. Very nice. So you can do your video editing, limited video editing on your phone. And they do the notification and all that. Art has played with the other brand, and I can't compete with me now. We're in a good place. He can't talk. I'm in a good place here. I can dominate. The Rio links are really nice. Yeah, the E1 is not compatible with everything. The C1, Reolink C1 PTZ camera, you have to pay $60 for those, but you can see those with anything.
Okay, it's one of my next missions.
Yeah. But they've been very solid as a rock. I've got one of the E1s. That's a cheapo PTZ. It's 3.5 meg. Pretty good picture, decent audio. The warning where it sees something and tells you is pretty stable. And all these are real stable. Since I got a new PoE, my stability, my network stability is really improved. I rarely have anything drop on me. And I've got the .265 on a couple of my Wi-Fi cameras. Really brought the traffic down and made it stable.
Okay.
Oh, there's a little more information. I put it on Wix, the discussion group about T-Mobile. You see that, Leroy? You find
I
anything?
saw it.
Yeah.
I didn't read it completely because I got busy.
Yeah, they said
Building
they
a
have
desk
they
chair.
they are picky about the area you're in.
Uh-huh.
They'll let you know if you can do it, and that's to control the traffic. Okay,
Okay.
because some traffic areas are busy, and you're subject to, when it gets busy, you're subject to bandwidth reduction.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I see from Art's got the the Wise camera.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, can you get your own remote connection? I mean, something that you can share. I know if you have a phone, you can connect it to Wise. Well, I guess the other thing, I think you need an account. Everybody else that's going to look at it, they need to have you can share it if they have a Wise account. Whereas in general, if you have a camera that's connected to the internet, anybody that you give the connection, they should be able to view it.
I think it depends on what camera and what software and what the cloud provider does, because some of them will give you like a special link to give people. So it'll be a link just specifically for you to give to somebody else.
Yeah, I think Wise will let you share it with other people who have Wise. But the idea is that you don't want it to be limited to people who, I suppose that'll work, but who have that account.
Yeah. I don't know about Wise. I've used something else. But it basically created, every time you wanted to share it, it created a new link that you gave out to people.
I had once upon a time, when I was doing that thing with the garage, I had a camera, and it was like one of these, it was from China, and they had an app, but well, those things don't work anymore. Maybe I just haven't tried hard, but I can't get them to work. The other problem was too, is they only worked with Internet Explorer,
Yeah.
and Internet Explorer doesn't work. So
Exactly. That's one thing that Real Link saw. The old ones required Internet Explorer. They have the native apps on Windows now, so you don't have to do that.
Art says that you invite people to share Wise cameras, and it sounds like D-Link.
oh,
Yeah, I think one of my D-Link cameras, it's an old one. It was an antique, and it only worked with Internet Explorer. Kind of ticked me off because I was using Linux.
yeah. Well, Internet Explorer, it's on the outs.
Yeah, Edge, they
And
replaced it with
that's
Edge, and
miles.
now they've replaced it again with the new Edge, I guess. It's hard to follow those guys.
A certain amount of mistrust with Edge also. But I just try not to go that way.
What am I looking at? Oh, Leroy's screen.
Leroy's
Oh,
screen.
squirrel. Oh, you got your little doodads working.
I
For the funds.
got a few new fonts working in those, and that's some of the fonts and some icons, not many, and circles and triangles. Circles were hard. Triangles were actually easy to do. I was actually kind of surprised. Circles were hard to do.
Planetary Union Central.
Yeah, you know what that's from?
What's that from?
The Orville.
Oh, yeah. What happened to the Orville?
It's moved to Hulu, and they're in the process of getting season 3 done. Everything got sidetracked last year, so they're probably still 6 months away from actually getting something done.
It's actually kind of awful. You know, all of these programs move to various channels, and nobody's going to have all of them.
Yep.
Like the stuff that's on the Disney Channel, I would really like to see, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's there's a few things on the Disney Channel that I would like to see, but it's not going to happen because I'm not spending the money to do it.
Yeah,
I'm
some
shelling
of
out
my
money
kids-
for Hulu, and that's my limit.
Yeah, some of my
$7
kids
is
were
my
talking
limit.
about Mandalorian. That's actually one of the things that they have in common, you know. And one was complaining that his dad canceled a subscription sort of in the middle of things, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the Orville too. You know, I like that show.
The guy that had the YouTube video about the hair cutting robot
Yeah.
has put another one on where he has, I believe it's a 7-axis machine with a chainsaw on the end of it to do carving. And the little computer voice from the hairdresser that says, "Oh, cool," now says, "I will kill you." And he has a perimeter as to how far the chainsaw can reach. It's kind of cute, probably worth a few minutes of your time to take a look at.
Oh,
The part that I like is that he did not do a very good job of limiting how far the chainsaw blade could move on some of the axes. So there are nicks and gouges on the housing of the robot where the chainsaw is trying to cut its own arm off.
that just sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Gentlemen, I'll try to see you next week. And Ray, it is a pleasure just to kind of get together with everybody. It's an hour or so where I just feel relaxed. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put together something, and see, Leroy does all the showing. I'm gonna have to get something that I can show, because I feel guilty and useless and lazy.
No. No.
Not necessary.
Don't feel like that. No. I actually miss going down to the meeting. I mean, you know, that was a couple of hours where we could have fun just doing stuff, you know, and goofing off.
Carrying boxes.
Well, it may be back soon.
Yeah, I think.
Hopefully. But, all right, everybody, we're down to about 40 seconds
minute.
Okay.
or so. So I will see to. Is that your new car, Ray?
It might be soon. I don't know.
Ooh.
Are you having a midlife crisis?
Nah,
Planning
I
to
bought the laser. It's not here yet. I'll buy a car. It'll never show up.
All right. Poor Ray.
Give
Poor
me a Hot Wheel
Ray.
car.
They probably ordered that laser from China or something, you know.
That's my new car.